Hi, I'm going to be going over how our CData connection for Google Contacts works in our CData Connect app. Um, this is going to be using a couple of different tools. First, the CData Connect app over here, and then second of all, Google Sheets to show its integration. So first of all, in order to add a connection, I go here to click Add Connection, look up Google Contacts, and select it, and then sign in with Google, and select an account. And go ahead and go to cdata.com since it's not been verified yet. And up here you can see, scroll all the way to the end here, but you can see down here at the end the client ID specified, and then also the scopes that were selected, the ones that don't require verification, and then also the two that do, and most importantly including the other contacts and regular contacts. So I can just hit continue here, and it comes back to the app, and close this and hit create and test to save the connection. You can see it's been saved. So just quickly in the app, I'm going to go to the Data Explorer down here just to get an idea as to whether or not things are working. I can select the connection and it shows me a list of tables. What our tools do is we take connections from all kinds of different sources. So for example, if I click on add connection, there's 107 of them over here. All of these are flattened out and um, can and reported as if they were SQL 92 relational tables. So that's what you see here. All these different contact groups exposed as if they were um, tables themselves. And I can drop down over here and see like what the available columns are, and then execute a test query over here to verify it's working and pulling back the data I'm expecting it to. Okay, so over here in Google Sheets is really where the main use case is, and it may not just be Google Sheets. There can be other services that we integrate with, but for the purposes of this example, I'm just going to show Google Sheets. So if I go into extensions and add-ons and get add-ons, I can do a lookup for CData Connect. You can see that it's already been installed, so I don't actually need to install it again. But I'm going to be using CData Connect Cloud. So I can close this and go back to extensions and go to CData Connect Cloud and open. And then hit authorize, which will take me to the sign in screen for our app. And then just grant access to the authorizing app at this point, which is the query API over here from Google Sheets. Hit accept. And then I can close this and come back to Google Sheets. It's not saying who I've logged in as. I think I just need to close it and reopen it, though, for that to catch. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to hit import here and choose a connection. Now, you'll notice that it says Google Calendar Test here instead of the connection that I made over here. That's because this is the dev service. Since we haven't actually been verified for Google Contacts yet, it hasn't been added to the production service yet. So instead, I'm just going to show a different one that has been verified. This one's for Google Calendars. And here I can choose a table. Let's see about just the default calendar. And then I'm going to choose a few columns to show up, maybe attendees' emails. What else do we have in here? Maybe a start date, end date. Let's see, is there a start date in here? Yeah, start date time. And maybe just a summary. Okay, that should be good enough. And then below all this, can do some things like filtering, sort by. I'm going to have it sort by the maybe start date or end date time. Let's do the end date time. And let's do descending. Okay, just going to execute that. And I'm going to overwrite everything that's in the current sheet instead of creating a new one because there's nothing in here. You can see it pulls in everything over here. Actually, it looks like I probably should have used in date time. So that probably would look a little bit better. We'll switch that to in date time and try this again. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you can see start time, end time, summary, and this stuff can be moved around. So if I were to click on summary and click it again, it'll now be shoved at the end of the query. And basically, it's just a mechanism of importing your data from whatever source directly into Google Sheets. And then from here, you can do whatever you want with it, graph it or save it locally. So basically what we'll be doing with Google Contacts is instead of calendar data here, this would be contact data, and you could import a list of all of your contacts from specific groups, etc., and also apply any kind of filtering that you need to. Maybe you just want contacts from a specific organization. Maybe they're not in their own specific group yet, so you could do a lookup like that and just get a quick listing of all of them. But in addition to Google Sheets, like I said, there are other tools that can integrate directly with Google with CData Connect. This is just one of the simpler examples. Okay, I think that's it.